is to be a footballer, but it is a dream that may have perished on these beaches 3 years ago. Martunis, 9 years old now, provided one of the most remarkable stories of survival against the odds.
Habis itu gempa.
He tells us now he was playing football the morning of the earthquake. He ran to tell his father, a fisherman. Then the tsunami came.
Habis panggil ayah, terjadi tsunami.
For 19 days he was lost and alone until he happened upon a Sky News crew. His story was miraculous, as our translator was able to tell us.
When tsunami coming, he tried to get the truck. And then he coming to the truck, and then that truck already gone by tsunami also. And then he saw his parent getting by tsunami also.
The little boy in a Portugal football shirt was badly dehydrated. He'd been drinking only puddle water and was in clear need of medical attention. We picked him up and drove him to safety.
What he find when he find the noodle that is bringing by water, they eat that noodle. Yeah.
At Save the Children, he was cleaned and comforted.
He needed to be kept very warm.
Later, in hospital, he didn't much like the needle, but a saline drip was vital to his survival. Martunis had much to deal with. His physical condition, the joy then of his father's gentle touch just hours after we'd found him. The sight of his grandmother, but also the dire news of the rest of his family. Martunis tells us his mother and 2 brothers died, and of the sadness he feels that they're not around anymore. The Portuguese in particular, not least of them Cristiano Ronaldo, the Manchester United player who visited Indonesia, took the young boy's story to their hearts.
Quando viu pessoalmente e pensar naquilo que ele sofreu.
In his native tongue, he told an interviewer that when he met Martunis and reflected on what he'd been through, he saw a brave, beautiful and healthy boy. Ronaldo and Martunis spent time together playing video games, his father tells us. Then he gave him one of his football shirts. Since the day of the wave that changed the lives of Martunis' family and many thousands of others besides, the young boy is making strides. His father, more than anything, wants him to have a good education and to learn English. He allows his son to play football in the afternoons. Ronaldo reminds us that many adults would not be able to deal with what Martunis has gone through. We must respect him, he says. He is a special kid. Martunis' grandfather was a footballer, and he hopes one day he can be too. And why not? While all around him was despairing 3 years ago, he was the boy who showed us hope springs eternal. Ian Doverston, Sky News.